Hello, this is Fred Mwankwo coming to you from our studios in Chicago, Illinois. And as I promised you in a message about 7 to 10 days ago, we are adding a YouTube channel, Allen TV, to our repertoire. Last May we introduced Allen Magazine. Thank you. The reception was good. The reviews were good. In September, we introduced Allen Magazine Online. Similarly, the reception was good. The reviews were good. But we also felt that what we're trying to accomplish is not going to be complete if we don't add a YouTube channel. What a YouTube channel does for Allen is that it takes a message global in an instance. It gives us room to talk to a wider audience. It gives us wider reviews. That way we can tell if what we're doing is right, if we need to make changes, and I promise you changes we will make if they're necessary. But more importantly, I promised you that Allen TV is going to be bold. We're going to be bold in our presentations. We're going to be bold in our points of view. We're not going to be too bold and too rigid that if the point of view is wrong, that we're too big to apologize. We'll apologize when we're wrong. But most importantly, we're going to bring in panels to sit down and discuss these things. And every time we do things that may be controversial, we're going to make sure we have different point of views. I'll be the moderator, and I'll be asking the questions, and sometimes I'll be the catalyst that actually raises the point that they may not want to talk to, because I want us to talk about those things. I promised that we are going to go there. And when I say there, that means we're going to go wherever there leads us. But wherever we go, I promise you we'll be going somewhere that raises our collective objective. We're going to be going somewhere that our people want to hear about. Too often we hide behind other people. It's time for us to really bring these ideas to the fore. I say all that to say that today, what I actually want to talk about is something that is burning in Igbo. The IPOB or Hanese conflict, or lack thereof. And before I get into the IPOB topic, it's important that I give this full disclosure. First of all, I am a big fan of Nnamdi Kanu. I'll be remiss if I don't say that. And it's important that I say that because too often, because I'm a media person, I write opinions. And when there's an issue to be discussed, I give my candid opinion. I don't hide behind any camouflages. I don't sweep things under the rug. And I find that a lot of times Nnamdi Kanu supporters feel that I'm anti-IPOB or anti-Nnamdi Kanu. No, I'm not anti-IPOB. I am for IPOB. I am magnificently for Nnamdi Kanu. How can an Igbo person not be admiring Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu brought the Igbo struggle to the world. Give credit where it's due. He brought our struggle to the world. Behind him, we'll be talking about the Igbo struggle in the streets of Nigeria. It takes a bold person to know that he's dealing with a government that's likely going to come harassing him and still do what the young man is doing. With that said, I also feel that Nnamdi Kanu needs some elders in the house. One of the problems I have when I'm talking with IPOP people and writing is that they get angry when I say there are no elders in the house. Nnamdi Kanu is a fiery guy. There's nothing wrong with being fiery. But when you have elders in the house, they know when to tone the fire down in the interest of the movement. You don't set that fire when the fire hurts the movement. Ohaneze may have made some mistakes. They're human. We all do. But IPOB needs Ohaneze and Ohaneze needs IPOB. Without each other, they cannot exist well. They cannot walk with a sword. It's time for us, Igbo, to stop lighting the fire that's consuming the relationship between our two flagship groups, who are the groups that can take us to the promised land. But they're not going to get us to the promised land if they're combating. Instead of fighting our enemies, we're fighting in our backyards. Instead of fighting Boko Haram, Igbo are fighting Igbo. It's time for Igbo to come together as one group, the formidable group that we are in Nigeria. We don't have to say it hiding, but we also don't have to say it in a way that it antagonizes the other groups. Every group has pride in its people and their achievements. All I'm trying to say is that Igbos do not take a back seat to any group in Nigeria when it comes to achieving. And every group in Nigeria knows what Igbos bring to the table. Why can't Igbos themselves understand what we bring to the table and understand that the only way we can maximize what we bring to the table is to fight as one people, not as fragmented people? IPOB and sit at home. There's nothing wrong with sit at home. Sit at home is a tactic that's being used by agitation groups that are engaged in civil disobedience all over the world. IPOB is not the first group to introduce the idea of sit at home. The difference is that in most of the world where the sit at home strategy has been used and used successfully, the people who were propagating the idea of sit at home took time to sell that idea to the people they are trying to have sit at home. They did not force people to sit at home. They did not intimidate people to sit at home. They did not burn down people's businesses for sitting at home. They kept their sit at home messages and kept pumping it like an advertisement. You're advertising. The first time people hear an ad, it may not sink in. The next time they hear the ad, they think about it. The third time you advertise, they get the remote control and scroll back to listen again and hear what it's saying. Probably by the 6th month or the 3rd month, that ad has sunk into them and it's become part of their daily lives. And a year down the line, when you see them reacting to the message from that ad, you think it came to them second nature. What IPOB is missing is that advertising strategy for the sit at home they want to implement. You can't force it on people. You could kill people from here to kingdom come and people are still gonna say they don't wanna sit at home. So how many are you gonna burn their businesses? How many are gonna be killed, regardless of who is killing them? But they're hiding behind the umbrella of IPOB in doing the killings they're doing. Whether it's outsiders that are imported to do the killing, or whether it's other irresponsible group within the Igbo communities that are doing the killing and conveniently making it seem like it's IPOB, in the end, it hurts a good good organization. IPOB is a good organization. And when people do things that are unbecoming, hiding behind your camouflage, you take the heat. You're the one who gets discredited. What I'm trying to say here is that our primary mission at this point in the Igbo struggle should be strategizing together as one people to do what it takes to bring the brain behind the Igbo struggle out of where he's being maltreated in detention. His detention is illegal. Anybody who tells you that that detention was right is not being truthful to themselves. You don't abduct a citizen of another country from another country, possibly drug him for 2, 3, 4 days, and then fly him into Nigeria and put him in jail. That is wrong. However, two wrongs don't make a right. The noise is bigger than the effectiveness of the message. Let's stop making noise. Let's strategize together. Ohaneze ndị Igbo, IPOB, Aka Ikenga, Igbo elders, Igbo chiefs, Eze and Igwe and all those come together and strategize, put our heads together and figure out how do we negotiate with the people that are holding our son to make them release our son. Our son is not the only one who is agitating in Nigeria. Our son is not the only one who may have used some violent language in the process of agitating. But the other people who are agitating, except our son and Sunday Igboho, are walking the streets free. Some of them are even getting rehabilitated by the same people that are holding our son. But that's not the point of my conversation today. What I'm trying to say to IPOB is, you've heard me on several occasions write pieces that may be critical about the technique that you're using to achieve a goal that is a good goal. My critical review of that does not mean that I'm against you. I am not against IPOB. I have children. When they do wrong, I rebuke them. But rebuking them doesn't mean that I'm against my son or my daughter or my grandson. So rebuking IPOB on a move I don't think makes sense does not mean that I am an enemy of IPOB. I'm only Igbo. Everybody in IPOB is Igbo. They may be in IPOB and disagree with me. Their brother may not be in IPOB and he doesn't necessarily agree with me, but we're good friends and we break kola nut together. Anyị agaghị ahapụ na a na-egbu mmadụ kwụsị ije agha. Anyị agaghị ekwo maka na ndị IPOB ga-ewe iwe kwụsị ịgwa ndị IPOB what is necessary to make IPOB a better organization. Biko no, let's spend more of our energy starting today on what it takes to bring out our son Haji Nanga. Let's do what it takes today to make sure that our son Sinanga Pota, that he's walking with a swag and not walking with his head down. Nnamdi Kanu bụ nwa afọ Igbo. Ndị nọ na IPOB bụ ụmụ afọ Igbo. Igbo agaghị na-egbu ndị Igbo. Anyị nidere ịkwụsị ọgụ anyị na-anụsọ ọnwa anyị. Bido n'ụwa ọgụ ka anyị ga-esi wee meri ndị iro anyị. Ọgwụkwa m n'ọnụ. Thank you very much. We're going to be bringing you more. Our next few episodes are likely going to be with panels so that you'll be hearing opinions that are other than mine. Thank you.